Please be seated. Members of the jury, we are now going to continue, and Mr. Kading, cross-examination.
Thank you. Hey, good morning, Ms. Waltermeyer.
Good morning.
I just have a couple of questions clarifying. The videos that we saw have the time on the bottom. That's the elapsed time, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And I did not see any actual time on the video. Am I correct on that?
You are correct.
Okay. So the times that we're dealing with are just, we have to kind of fit them into the puzzle to figure out when they happen. Is that right? Okay. Thank you. A couple of questions for you regarding some of the exhibits. I'm going to, Your Honor, if I may publish Exhibit 106, page 3.
Yes.
I hope this is going to work because it's stapled. Just a hair. All right, and Ms. Waltermeyer, this was a picture of what you described as Mr. Ollie's truck, and that was parked about right there, top center. Oops, right there, top center, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and this was at, according to the timestamp that I'm reading, 9 minutes 29 seconds. It's kind of hard to read on there, but that's the time that's down in the corner, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And Your Honor, if I may publish page 4.
Yes, and you have permission to publish whatever from that particular exhibit.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then Ms. Waltermeyer, this page 4 is where the truck starts moving. This is at 11:20 approximately, correct?
Correct.
All right. And then the following still on that, the truck has moved.
Indicate the page number, please.
I'm sorry, page 5.
Thank you.
Page 5, the truck has moved over to the far left top of the screen there, is that right?
That is correct.
And that appears to be pulling into a parking lot.
That is correct.
Okay. And now, if I may show you previously admitted Exhibit 29, Your Honor, may I publish 29?
Okay.
This is a picture from October 18th. It's previously been admitted. This over here is near the Intercity Transit bus stop on the top center right. Is that correct? Does that look familiar to you?
That is familiar. That looks correct.
All right. And the truck that we previously saw in exhibit, does that look like the same parking spot that it pulled into from Exhibit 106?
That looks the same.
Okay. And I'm taking that one off, and Your Honor, I may have published previously admitted Exhibit 89.
Yes.
And this is just a different angle. We can see this is on the 18th, 221. The truck here in the left side of the screen, is that the truck? Same truck? Does it look the same to you?
It looks the same, yes.
In the same parking spot, essentially, right? Hasn't
Yeah,
moved?
yes.
All right. And then this right here, that's the reader board on the right side in the middle, the reader board for Timberline High School, correct?
Yes,
Okay,
sorry.
sorry.
At this angle, it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, I know, but that's right there, we can kind of see it. And then, so this tree, which is, it's a beautiful tree right in the middle, that's near the bus stop, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I have no further questions, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Larry, cross-examination.
Thank you.
Good morning, Ms. Waltermeyer.
Good morning.
So, I thank every witness for being here. And that's what
Excuse me.
Ms. Stone was referring to at the start when she said that she was going to beat me to the punch. So I am grateful that you are here, and grateful that you came back for a second day. How was your summer?
It's been short.
So as administration, do you get the full block, or do you get the
Ooh.
privilege of working over the summer as well?
We have to take time off during the summer, but I like to use that for a couple weeks in July.
Fair enough. All right. So I want to start with, if I may publish Exhibit 89 that was just up.
You may.
So this is the picture that you just showed with a very large tree in the middle. And you confirmed that it appears to be Mr. Ali's truck on the left-hand side of the screen. Is that correct?
Yes.
And do you recognize the person walking toward the camera next to the truck?
That appears to be Mrs. Ali.
Okay. Now, Your Honor, if I may publish Exhibit 114, which is
You
the
may.
video. Thank you. Okay, so just to orient the jury, so we are looking toward Mullen Road, is that correct in this?
Yes.
And this is this camera like on a light post from the looks of it?
Yes.
All right. And we see somewhat of the aftermath of chaos at the end of school day, correct? Lots of cars appear to be picking up students, and either students driving or parents driving.
Yes, that would be
That's-
correct.
And it's pretty typical afternoon.
Yes.
And school gets out at around 2 o'clock, correct?
Yes.
And there's no, as Mr. Kading asked you, so there's nothing on this timestamp that tells us when this recording is, correct?
No, not on the video that you have.
But we can kind of have a common understanding, right? This is, and you looked for specific times, correct? On videos. Like when you went to pull the video, you were looking, or you tell me, how, when you pull video, when you pull up a video, do you know what time it is being recorded on your computer?
Yes.
And how do you know that?
So I can search by date and time,
Okay.
and then narrow down to the that I would like to access.
Okay, so you know that there was a report of an incident at the bus stop after school had gotten out on October 18th, 2024, correct?
Yes.
And so part of your search parameters would have been presumably 1:45 to sometime after that, fair?
Fair.
Okay, and that's what we're looking at here, correct?
Yes.
So even though it doesn't say the date and time on this, you are confident that what we are looking at is from October 18th, 2024 after school, correct?
Yes.
And I don't mean to be a trick question, I'm just making sure that we're all on the same page, okay? Now, we are at 0000 on this, correct? So this is the very start of the exhibit, right?
Correct.
And if we look at the very top, we can see the very bottom and front of a bus, is that correct?
Yes.
And that is an inner city school bus that has a stop in front of the school, correct?
Correct.
All right. And in this picture, we do not see the Honda Element that you previously identified Mrs. Ali and her daughter Haneen, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to hit play. And I'm stopping it at 10 seconds. And at the top, you could see the bus travel on Mullen Road, correct?
That's correct.
And It's kind of hard to see, but it appears to stop at the bus stop that's somewhat shielded by the trees. Is that fair?
Yes, that's fair.
Okay. I also want to talk about the video system. So the school has an exceptionally large number of cameras, correct?
Yes.
And how long is the recording saved?
For 30 days.
Okay. And are they running 24 hours a day?
They're running by motion 24 hours a day.
Okay. So if I took a video with my cell phone, it would be smooth motion, right? And probably a higher quality video, correct?
Correct.
This is a very clear video, correct?
Yes.
But it kind of is jolty, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And if my limited knowledge of video, I'm assuming that in order to save space, it's not as taking as high resolution or as, it's just taking fewer shots in order to save large volume. Is that fair?
I don't know the
Well, so
answer to that.
If we're watching this, and let me just, so it's at 12, and if we just watch the move, I'm hoping that red van is moving. So at 10 seconds, and I'm stopping at 15. So we just watch 5 seconds of that van moving, and it's kind of jolty, correct?
Yes.
The video shows the van being jolty, correct?
Yes, it does.
But I think we can assume that the van is actually moving continuously, but the video is just kind of not as clear. Is that, do you understand what I'm trying to get at?
Yes, it's jolty when it's at real time.
Okay. And so, just so I think we're all on the same page, that van presumably moved continuously through the parking lot, but the video shows it kind of stopgap moving. Fair?
Fair.
Okay. So starting again at 15 seconds, this is exhibit 114. And we now see the arrival of the Honda Element, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, I wasn't paying close attention, so I'm going to rewind. I stopped it at 17 seconds. And I'm going to go back and just so have you pay attention to where the element came from. So I'm back at 0, and I'm just going to hit play again.
Mm-hmm.
So we see the bus, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And at about 10 seconds, 8 to 10 seconds, we see the element come in from Mullen Road, correct?
That is correct.
And it took a left into the parking lot, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, I stopped it at 21, and I'm going to rewind again. And it appears to me that Mrs. Ali gets out of the passenger seat. If you can confirm that when we're watching, and let me know if you agree. Stopping it at 23. Are you able to tell?
Yes, it appears that that's Mrs. Aliette getting out of the passenger seat.
Okay. So then she walks across kind of a nature bark area dividing the different parts of the parking lot, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
And then I'll have you describe her path. Starting up the video again.
So she walks through the roadway. Well, it looks like she's running
Okay.
through the parking lot towards the bus.
And we're stopping at 38 seconds. And did you also see her daughter Haneen follow her as well?
Yes.
Okay. And that was another example of kind of the stopgap. Presumably she's running in a continuous motion, but the video shows stopgap. Fair?
Yes, that's
Okay.
fair.
All right. Now, if we go back to Exhibit 89, and I can pull it up if you need to, where she was standing next to the truck. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Does that show her, is that path consistent with where she is running and where that truck was parked? And I will hit play at 38.
Yes, that would be consistent to where they're running and where the
Okay.
truck was parked.
So I'm not gonna play a whole series of videos, but, for you, but one would have the ability, have you seen the video from the bus?
No.
Okay, so you can then look at things from that bus and from this video and kind of put the pieces together. Would you agree?
If I had seen it, yes.
If you had seen it, right.
Yes, I'd
Okay.
be able to put it all together.
And that, as far as we know, that this is an accurate capturing as to what happened as the bus pulled up and what happened in the parking lot. Agreed?
Agreed.
Okay. Okay, so now I want to take a couple steps back and talk about some of your testimony from yesterday. Let me just take this down. So, as the assistant principal, kind of what fills your plate? And I assume you wear multiple hats,
Yes.
and so kind of top 5, top 10, what's, obviously you work probably hand in hand with Mr. Dean, correct, Principal Dean?
Yes, absolutely.
And so I'm sure there are things that you share, and it can depend on who's in the building, but kind of what is your primary responsibilities?
Well, safety of the school, I work with students on discipline, behavior, attendance. I evaluate teachers. I do professional development for teachers. I am out supervising students during passing and lunches, walking around talking with students and staff.
Okay. Are there multiple assistant principals?
There's one other assistant principal at Timberline High School.
Okay. And what's the average student population at Timberline?
About 1,300.
1,300?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ms. Stone, kind of at the initial start of yesterday's testimony, talked about, whether you've had students who are runaways, and you said yes. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And whether or not the school would notify the parents, and your answer is that as a policy, you're not going to notify the parents that the student is at school and a runaway, correct?
I don't believe that was my testimony yesterday.
Okay, I thought she said that, asked you, do you report to the parents if the child is a runaway?
We would report to, if it was reported to us, we would report to law enforcement that
Okay.
the student was there.
Right, so my question was would you report to the parents?
We would if the parent notified us. Usually it's law enforcement that notifies us.
Okay, I asked a poorly worded question, so let me start again.
Okay.
Student comes to school and says, I'm running away. I don't want to go home. Is school going to call the parents and say, your child is here. I understand he or she may have run away, but I want you to know that your child is at school. Would you tell the parents? And I thought your answer was no, but if I'm wrong, let me know.
There's multiple reasons where we wouldn't, like if there was a safety concern for that student, if a student is expressing that they don't want to go home, they don't feel safe to go home, something happened, we are going to call CPS and or law enforcement, whichever would be most appropriate, or both sometimes, and have them intervene and take it over at that point.
Okay, so I think we're on the same page. So you're not going to notify the parents unless the child says, yeah, you can let mom and dad know I'm okay, but you're not going to immediately pick up the phone and say, just so you know, your runaway child is at school, correct?
Not completely correct. I think it's dependent on scenarios that's happening with the student and what they're saying.
Okay. And then yesterday you talked about you would reach out to CPS, and you just repeated right now, you would reach out to CPS and to law enforcement if the student expressed safety concerns, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Prior to 2 o'clock on October 18th, 2024, the school didn't contact law enforcement or CPS on behalf of Fatima Ali, correct?
I was not at work that day.
Okay. So you don't have, so you have no knowledge of that happening?
I have no knowledge of that happening.
Okay. So then, if we go back from October 18th, you talked about an incident that occurred on September 16th, 2024, correct?
Yes.
And that involved Isaiah
Yes.
and Mrs. Ali, correct?
Correct.
And you became aware of that and asked Mrs. Ali to come into school the next day, correct?
Yes.
And how was that meeting set up?
I believe Haneen came to school middle of the day to pick up Fatima.
Okay.
And Officer Howard and I walked out and told Haneen that Fatima needed to stay at school and that we needed Mom to come.
Okay.
And then we arranged a meeting for the end of the day.
Okay. And so, end of the day, so sometime after 2 o'clock.
I believe so, yes.
And apparently that message was conveyed because then Mom did come, correct?
Correct.
And I think you said previously you had not met Mrs. Ali prior to September 17th, correct?
Correct, not formally, no.
Okay. And that meeting took place in your office?
Yes,
And school resource officer Howard was present for the meeting?
yes.
Anyone else present?
Mrs. Ali and then eventually Haneen.
And how long did that meeting last, roughly?
I think in total probably 45 minutes, maybe an hour, because we waited for Haneen to arrive.
Okay. So much was the discussion initially before she asked for Haneen to be present?
Like how many minutes?
Yeah, roughly. I mean, was it a,
You can't ask a
Sorry.
question. That's okay. If you don't understand a question, you can say that.
approximately how many minutes? Was there much conversation before there was the request to have Haneen present?
Probably 10 or 15 minutes had elapsed.
And then there's a period of where there's no talking while you're just waiting for Haneen?
We had chatted about Fatima and Mrs. Ali's overall concerns about academics and
Okay. Was it limited to academics or was there other concerns that she expressed as well?
she expressed concerns about, or she was saying that there was an incident prior at the house over the weekend that happened and was telling us about that.
Okay. And who was involved in the weekend incident?
Objection at this point, Your Honor. I'm saying,
Sustained?
So we have seen the trespass order that was written by you, correct?
Correct.
And that was what was handed to her at that meeting. Is that correct?
Yes.
And so you had typed that up in advance?
Yes.
And you had asked Officer Howard to be present to kind of hand it over to Mrs. Ali, correct?
Yes.
And at this point, there wasn't a criminal investigation that was taking place with Mrs. Ali, correct?
No.
So,
Sorry, not that I was aware of.
right, so
Yeah.
Officer Howard was there to formally, here is the trespass order, I'm handing it to you. But Officer Howard, wasn't there to do a criminal investigation.
When I took the report on the 16th from the I notified Officer Howard
Okay.
that there possibly could be, as the Williams family And so she was aware, which is why she was present.
Okay.
I believe and I asked Officer Howard to reach out to Isaiah. Conversation separate with them, but she was present with me to discuss the no trespass and discuss with Miss Ollie what that meant and why it was there and kind of the incident that happened, knowing that Isaiah about it.
Okay. And so going into that, the decision had already been made that she was going to be trespassed, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So in the letter, there was nothing discussed about an appeal, correct? And I can get the letter if you want to take a look at it.
I believe that you're correct.
Here we go. Okay. Your Honor, may I approach and show the witness 121?
You may.
Thank you. If you need to reference it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so the purpose of the meeting wasn't to talk to her to get her version of the events, correct? Or why she did what she did, agreed?
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay, and there was no, and confirming, there's no appeal option, correct?
Objection, I guess, to relevance at this point.
Overruled.
You can answer.
There's no listed appeal process on this, other than if you have questions, please contact me at this phone number, contact the school at this phone number.
Okay. And so, and that letter as written says that she can't go to Timberline High School, correct?
Yes, correct.
Can't step foot on North Thurston High School, correct?
North Thurston school properties,
Right.
correct,
So
yeah.
any elementary school, middle school, any high school, correct?
That would be correct. With-
District offices, correct?
Yes,
And that would include events at the school, correct?
yes, that would
So
include that.
sporting events, correct?
Yes,
Music and art performances, correct?
correct,
Graduations,
correct.
and there's no time limit on it. This isn't 6 months, 12 months, correct?
That is correct.
So if she eventually has grandchildren and this order hasn't been lifted,
Objection to relevance at this point, Your Honor.
Sustained.
okay. So that is handed to her on the 17th, correct?
Yes,
Okay, and that was a decision that you had made by yourself, correct? You testified to that, right?
Yes.
You were the one that made the decision, correct? Okay.
correct.
So then, on the 18th, she makes an application to have her daughter transfer to North Thurston, correct?
I don't know if she made the application there. I think she got the denial letter at that point.
Okay. Do you know when the request was made?
I don't,
And do you know why it was denied?
due to space for that grade level.
Okay.
I believe it was due to space for that grade level.
And I assume that in certain circumstances, exceptions can be made, correct?
Yes,
Did you speak to the district officials about her request to have Fatima transfer to North Thurston?
yeah, so when there's an appeal, I believe Miss Ali appealed to the assistant superintendent, and that Miss Scrubs reached out to me about that
Okay.
appeal.
And were you supportive of the transfer?
I wanted Fatima to stay at Timberline High School.
Okay.
That was my preference.
Okay.
So I guess the answer would be no.
Okay. So we heard discussion yesterday about your concerns about Haneen and her ability to talk to adults, correct?
Haneen?
I'm sorry, not Amy, Fatima.
Oh,
let me
yes.
Take a step back, right? So concerns about where she was going to school, correct?
Yes.
All right, and we're talking about Fatima. And one of the things you said is I'm concerned about her acts to adults, correct?
I did, yes.
Okay. And Mrs. Ali's first request was not to go to online school, correct?
Yes.
And it was to transfer her daughter to a school, North Thurston, as I'm sure these jurors know, is very similar, if not equivalent to Timberline in terms of online, or in-person school, correct?
That would be correct.
Large student body?
Yeah, the same as Timberline.
Okay, and the same academic and general offerings as Timberline would provide, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And so then, school district denies it initially, you said, correct?
This
To the transfer to North Thurston.
North Thurston High School, whoever does their transfer request denied it, yes.
Okay. So then, and then the appeal, you provided input on the appeal, correct?
Yes.
All right.
And placement.
And so then after there was the discussion about going to Summit Online School, did you revisit the issue of North Thurston?
No, we didn't revisit North Thurston because they didn't have space. My recollection of that is that we didn't revisit North Thurston. We were visiting, looking at Envision Career Academy instead of Summit.
Okay. But Mom decided that she didn't like that option
And chose Summit.
and chose Summit.
Yeah.
But her first pick was North Thurston, which would have addressed the concerns that you had, correct?
Yes, I guess it would.
Finally, on the videos where we see Mrs. Ali in the office, you would agree with me that she is in the office for a short period of time, correct?
On October 8th, sorry.
Correct, on October 18th, correct? And that we don't have sound, but presumably she's told to leave, correct?
Yes, correct.
And she then appears to leave on her own, correct?
Yes,
And then is seen on the sidewalk, and then we see Mr. Dean and one or two other individuals approach her, correct?
correct.
And then she appears to have a conversation with them and then leaves again from the area, correct?
Correct.
And we know that when she went into the office, it was moments after her daughter had run into the school, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Nothing further. Thank you.
Ms. Stone, redirect.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Miss Waltermeyer, I think just one, maybe two questions. You have expressed that you wanted to keep Fatima at Timberline High School. Why is that? Why did you want to keep her at Timberline High School?
Because she has people that she knows there, her friends are there. She has teachers that she knows and trusts, her counselor she knows and trusts, the mental health counselor that she knows and trusts. There's just a lot of adults, including front office staff, that knew her and that she could go to for a snack, or if she needed to talk to somebody, or if she had whatever need, or if she needed academic help. So.
And those are relationships, is it fair to say, that she had built over the course of that 2-ish years that she had been there?
Yes.
And is it fair to say that if she went to North Thurston High School, she would not have those same relationships or the buildup of time to create those relationships she had at Timberline?
That would be fair.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Kading, any further, or any recross?
No, you're right.
Mr. Larry Recross? All right, and may this witness be excused?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Any objection, Mr. Kading?
No, you're right.
Mr. Leary? You are excused. You may step down. You can leave that there. You are free to go or stay in the courtroom however you so desire. Thank you. Mr. Leary, if you could come forward and retrieve the exhibit and return it to the clerk, please. And while Mr. Leary is at Ms. Zoe, you may call the next witness.